Hi, everybody. How are you today? Welcome to the latest episode of your Business in Digital Summer Wrap-Up. I'm Debbie Mitchell, an Emmy-nominated TV producer and video marketing strategist and founder of Deborah Mitchell Media and Associates, and I'm a regular contributor to the show. If you're new to your business in digital and a business owner, we detail what drives revenue and how you as a business owner can maximize your return on investment when it comes to marketing and supporting your sales with digital strategies and tactics. I focus on ways to use video content as a part of your digital marketing strategy. So thanks for joining us today. Now, while the show is on hiatus, our summer break before the new season, we will be bringing you summer digital nuggets to keep you going. So before we get started, I'm going to ask you to follow, connect, and subscribe to our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. You can listen to us on Spotify when you're ready. So I'm inviting you to subscribe, follow, and connect to the show, and we look forward to having you as viewers. So today I'm going to be talking about video. I'm going to be joined with a guest, and we're going to be talking about how we can use video to advance and elevate your video online. Shawanna Kennedy is the video production director for Kennedy Media and Entertainment. Welcome, Shawanna. How are you?
Hello.
Thanks for joining me. Oh my gosh. So we are both producers and we work with business owners and entrepreneurs all the time in getting their video together. I first want to talk about your tagline to your company. So tell me what it is and explain why it is.
It is to be seen, be heard, be known. I say increase your video visibility because if they don't know you, they don't know you. Partly what that means also is just creating a strong, visible presence because it helps to ensure and builds the trust. It also can attract the right person to you. It gives your message voice and it allows it to be seen. And so that's why I say be seen, be heard, and increase that visibility because if they don't know you, they don't know you.
Yeah, I've been talking about that all of last season. And, people are realizing slowly but surely that video is an important part of the strategy. So you say that when in getting started, because some people are still slow to get started and they may be interested, but they're not sure about how to get started. So you say one of the first things that they need to remember is the why. Tell me about the why.
Ooh, the why. We all need to know our why. I'm not even going to start and or stop with just creating videos or visibility. It's in whatever we do. So this doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur, business owner. This is for every person. We have to understand our why because that why is what drives our message. And then that message then allows that message for us to show up in our true selves. It helps to resonate with the right people, whether it's for a following and or for your right client. They need to know what is that message and you need to know that. So that why allows you to be more of yourself so that they know you and they're feeling and they're understanding you and getting the value out of you the very first time.
Yes. So I agree. And I'm a big advocate of having a plan, a strategy, and then the execution. I talk about that all the time. So let's talk about the strategic planning and leveraging of video visibility. You have a couple of things that go into place in order to make sure that content creators are able to get their video online. So you say use calendars to organize video content. Let's talk a little bit about that. Mm-hmm.
Yes, especially if you're doing it for yourself. I often say it and I share it that I had to become what I needed. So if you are a planner, even if you don't want to, this will help you get better so that you'll know depending on what your schedule is, because if your 9 to 5 is actually funding what you really want to ultimately do, if you're not on your own, those are the things that you really do have to think about to strategically align yourself. One, it'll help you to relieve less frustration. If you know based off your calendar, you know the things that you're doing to help guide you.
Hmm. That's true. That's true. So the calendar really plays well into the next question because you talk about aligning video marketing with seasonal and promotional events. So we're in the summer season now. I know you're a big fan of themes. You like everyone should have a theme. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yes, you have to have it. And like you said, I love, love, love the summertime. I mean, it might help just a little bit because I was born in the summer, but it keeps your content, your message relatable, right? It keeps people interested. It allows you to be more engaging. That way, if it's with the summer, for example, if we were speaking about July, you have fireworks. It's
Mhm.
what in with that theme, even if you're not into it, but it's like what with your messaging could you say, how are you showing up and being free? What are the fireworks going off in your business? What alarms that should be set for you? So you can use those to help drive that content to keep it fresh, keep it relevant.
I'm a big fan of incorporating those type of themes in the writing of the script. So whether it's your social media captions, have fun with it. Like you said, what's the fireworks in my business? What's the fireworks?
Exactly.
How do you set off sparks? And so I like to incorporate that kind of funness in the writing. So I definitely agree with the seasonal and keeping it on target with your
But you
brand.
notice how you just said with the writing, which is important because we do
Hmm.
have people that do, of course, write. However, because the focus for me is your social, how are you seen online and visibility, not
Hmm.
only the things that you write, but the things that you say. Because
Hmm.
I can say, come and see me in writing. But if you see me online, I'm like, hey, come and see me. That changes everything because now you're drawn into me. You see me. You're not just hear me, but you see me.
Yeah, no, that's true, definitely. So I want to talk a little bit more about leveraging the video content for leveling up exposure. So I've run across some clients who may not be very active on social media, but they do want to have a video presence, and I encourage them to have a sizzle reel. I said, okay, start small. Have a sizzle reel. That's something that can live online on your website. You can actually put the link of it in the signature of your email. So it's still a way, even though you're not consistently on social media with a calendar, you can still have the video and people can get a little taste of you. So tell me, do you work with scissor reels? How do you feel about clients starting that way?
No, I love that idea because I'm all about, my primary focus is video. And
Hmm.
so having that, it is a quick way to send it out. For example, if you needed it, you could say, hey, send me this, send me your bio, send me your picture. Boom. That allows you to show up even when you can't.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's thinking about those times when you physically can't show up. What do you have in your chest that you can actually show someone that is quickly say, do I want them? Do I want him or her? Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So give me one or two or three tips on what makes a good sizzle reel.
Well, one, of course, it has to be because even if a person, if they're doing it themselves, you kind of lend a little grace because one, I want to be able to hear you, even if the picture is a little bit darker. I have to be able to hear your message clear because people will grow with you. That's how you gain a following. That's how people and I'm big on even with those sizzle reels. If you're just starting out, it's okay to let them know that they're joining you in the journey because people want to feel a part, and that's where those people become fans, they become followers. So being engaging, uh, having something to say when you're saying it, or even if you're not speaking, let what's being visibly shown in that reel take you even on a little journey of what's about to happen or what is going on or what they can expect from you. So
And
those are some of the things. Yeah.
it should be quick. A sizzle, whether it's a sizzle, you call it a sizzle reel or a visual business card, something that's maybe 90 seconds to what's too long? What's too long for a
Well,
sizzle reel?
when you said 90, if you were about to go more than I'd be like, because it depends on who's seeing this information. Because sometimes you only have a few seconds. You
Hmm.
lose people in the first 10 to 20 seconds. After 30 seconds, if there's something that you have not said or shown, they out of there. They're
Yeah.
out of there.
So you got it. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you. So finally, people are always, we hear people are say they're not comfortable on camera. That's why they're not doing it. So what do you have for the person who's not comfortable on camera?
One of the things that I say I get to do, I get
Mhm.
to work with some amazing people. And part of that working with them is coaching them, and it's understanding their personality. That's why I'm big on video, because we can see each other. So I can see that if you're nervous, that means I can give you suggestion. So we have the strategy, we have the coaching, we walk through that plan to help you develop so that you can be more relaxed on camera. I'm pretty much there helping you. We
Mhm.
work with helping you. And I know some people that I work with now, they can't put the camera down.
Mhm. So,
Mhm.
but there's some people who just refuse to be on camera, and there is a way to create a visual presence without being on camera. So, tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, those are fun too. Even if you like being on camera, sometimes it's even a good way to show up differently. For example, one of my clients, she lives on the West Coast. So she's gotten thousands of views on one of her videos just showing her feet walking on the beach while her
Mhm.
voice is. So that's why I say be seen and heard. It's not always about seeing your face. If you're a gardener, or if you work in the kitchen, you could be focused on the meal that you're making, or your hands
Yeah.
going down in some dirt. So there are multiple ways where your face don't have to be shown.
That's
Yeah,
true. That's true. I like that, to see just the hands putting
yeah.
the bulb in the dirt and digging, and so
I've
yeah.
done it, and I'm big on showing. It's like show and tell, especially when you have people who are shy, or they just never done it, or nobody's ever really pushed them to say, this is, if you want to scale your business, you want to scale, you have to show it visibly.
Hmm.
Sometimes words are not enough. I mean, a good book is great, but
Yeah.
there's nothing like reading the book and seeing the movie.
That's true. That is true. So this I think the summertime is a great time because people are moving at a slower pace. So I think it is a great time to just get yourself organized, figure out a plan for the Q3 towards this next 6 months of this year going into 2025. Coming up with a plan. So as a new business owner who is thinking about getting started, what are the first three steps that they should take? I know they need to have their why, but as far as actual steps to take, what do you suggest they do?
They need to know, with that why, who is the target audience? What
Hmm.
is that person? If it was one person watching right now, we're doing all of this. There could be one person that this entire message is for. And then
Hmm.
we don't know what they will go off to create, because we did all of this and it was for one person who needed to see it, who needed to hear it, and who needed to feel our energy. So know who you're speaking to. That will even help drive your content. That will, of course, connect and tie into that why. Why am
Yeah,
I doing it? Okay, why? I'm big on the 5 W's. Who is it for? Why are
yeah,
we doing it? What is
yeah.
it about?
Hmm.
What's your intention? What do you want at the end of this? So it's kind of reverse engineer the thought. What do I want out of this? Right. And then say, well, then who is it for? Those are the things that you have to ask. I say not only in video, but in life.
Yeah. I don't want to bury the lead, as they say in the news, but
Yeah.
this work, creating video, it does take time. It's time consuming. It can be a little overwhelming. It could be exhausting. And you are a big proponent of self-care. So
Mhm.
yeah. So what do you say? You say you're a self-care first strategist. Tell me a little bit why self-care is so important for the business owner.
I will be honest. For me, of course, because naturally a nurturer. So what happened is, part of my journey, it was no longer about my husband, no longer about my children. I was faced up and then had to deal with me. So that's me having the hard conversation with God and saying it doesn't matter about them. And I love me. So I was on a journey way before there was a pandemic. And so that allowed me to then be able to show up for other people who needed to even hear my voice. Me tooting the horn and me waving the flag of you putting yourself first, saying those words when it was not popular,
Mm-hmm.
that allowed a number of people to be part of a movement. And that is what I'm big on: self first and never above our creator. So don't get me twisted, hear it wrong. Whoever your creator is, of course, it's God, right? But then there is you, and we oftentimes forget that we are the gift. And so that gift needs to be tended to. And sometimes we're so bogged down with life, with family, with our ambitions, right? That we forget about our health. And our health is ultimately our highest form of wealth. And so I even in everything I do, we're going to talk about you putting you first.
Yeah, I work out, and I find that when I don't, I try to work out every morning, whether it's 20 minutes or an hour. I have to get up pretty early to do it, but it really makes a difference because my head is so clear in the morning. I get my best ideas.
It releases the endorphins. It gets you
Yeah, I get
going.
my best ideas in the
Yes.
morning,
Yes.
and I
Not
really
just the
can start
shower,
the
it's the
day. Yeah,
release of all that other stuff. Yeah.
yeah, I can start the day with a clear head. And I just feel like, okay, I've taken time and I've done something for me to take care of me before I get crazy busy with the day, because it is very busy being an entrepreneur. And we talk about, yes, we glamorize being an entrepreneur, and part of it is glamorous, but it's a lot of work. So we do need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. And I find that it helps me to just be better
And I
organized.
would even love to add one of the things that I say is my not so secret sauce is I love being grateful. Yes, people have affirmations, but just leaning into being grateful. Even if it's not where a person wanted to be, it's
Mhm,
not where it could be. And so I lean into gratitude. I am a big proponent of gratitude, to be grateful, because what that does and has done for me, and that's
mhm,
why I am passionate about that, is it helps to open you up for so much more when you are grateful for even right where you are, and
mhm.
to give yourself and grant yourself some grace. You're talking
Yeah,
about grace and gratitude. That's a
yeah,
winning combination, no matter what we're doing.
that's true. That is true. So the so for those people who are watching, business owners, yes, you slow down a little bit during the summer, and you're ramping up for the second half of the new year. I hope these tips have been helpful. I encourage you to include video in your digital marketing. It is a sales force, a sales team that is free. It lives online 24/7. People can find it wherever they are in the world. They just put in your business and the video comes up. So it's brand awareness. And that's what every business really should have. You have a product, you want the world to know about it, you want people to know about it, so it should be online. So I say that, invest in video marketing, and it's a great way to start off the second half of the business year. What about you, Shawanna? How do you want to wrap it up?
I totally agree. One of the things that one of my clients said, and it was a male, so of course I lean in when men are speaking, right? And he said, because of the brand awareness, it allows him to feel dressed before any
Mhm.
client ever talks to him. Yeah, yeah, realness. And when he said that, I was like, whoa, because I never saw it that way. He said, no, Shawanna, because of the things that we've done together, I feel dressed before I ever talk to any client, before I ever get on the phone for a consultation. So think about how you want to feel dressed. We're taught all the time, hey, if you dress up, you feel up, right? Or you
Mhm.
approach life differently. Think about that with your brand and your brand's visibility. So that means even before they ever have a conversation with you, their fingers are already doing the walking online. So,
Mhm.
how are you dressed? How is your business dressed? What is representing you in your best possible light? Whether you've seen, heard, what? We want you to be known, and ultimately, we want it to drive revenue.
And on that note, I'm going to tell everyone, if you don't have a YouTube channel, look into creating a YouTube channel so your video can live there and people can find you. And if you're not following your business on digital on YouTube, you should, because you're going to get some great business information there. Again, connect, follow us, subscribe to our channel, and you will be very pleased with the information you get. This is how you can reach Shawanna. She's on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Those are all her IDs. So please follow her for more information. And we want you to enjoy the rest of your summer. And please tune in for our little nuggets of summer information until the new season comes back and the team will be back in place. Anyway, I want you to enjoy yourself, and we will see you soon.